crowds, they're orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Deep.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now Foles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Silent.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Great. Go.
Foles dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Go. Zebra. Go.
Here's Foles. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go. Lady! Hey! Play!
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vontaze Burfict coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. The Bengals getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Off play action, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Grant on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He goes underneath the Drake. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Zebra. Hey, 20.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Tannehill throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. William Hayes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to throw. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Martavis Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tannehill now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's complete to John Ross. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by William Hayes. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Here's Foles. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Silver.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tiger. Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And, partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
And how about him in his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Foles. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage.
And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Foles. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Great. Tonight, 180.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Great. 180.
The setup to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Be alert. Under.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
13.
Now a carry for Bernard. Now he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 48 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Be alert, be alert. Let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Water. Single receivers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Tannehill on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 20, 30.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Under.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Purple 64.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
20.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
13. Good. 130.
Here's Foles. Bryant has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now they run with Mixon. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On third down, Mixon. he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The return man is Grant. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.